Alright, before we start this, Juju, can you back the I just gotta say this. So I got a lengthy comment on a skate video that I created, right? Basically saying literally the same shit everyone says when one person, quote, defends the game. I don't know why people pretend like because someone likes the game and says like, you know, positive shit about it, that means they can't see the problem with it. I do. Trust me. I don't have to criticize the game like the rest of y'all to prove that I'm not blind. There's enough copy and pasted videos explaining Skate's problems. Why the fuck should I? So let me repeat myself, because I thought I said this in my last video, but let me reiterate. I'm not defending the game. I completely understand the problems people are having. I see it. I'm not just gonna ignore that. I'm only mentioning the pros in the game, where there's mostly a lot of issues being focused on, which is fine. Let me repeat, which is fine. I'm simply shedding some light on what Skate does great on and showing that Skate isn't just some broken slop with nothing to do. You can still have fun in a game that needs fixing. It's that simple. Otherwise, don't play the fucking game. I personally think the majority of people are too focused on what's wrong with Skate. So I'm just simply shedding a tiny bit of light on the good things. A tiny bit! There's nothing wrong with that. I'm 100% sure Skate hears the complaints loud and clear. I promise you. Look at damn near every comment section on a Skate-related post or video. A little bit of positivity doesn't hurt at all. So when people say that defending the game will only lead to more unfinished shit, it's just wrong and you're toxic. You're basically telling the few people that are to stop mentioning the good things about the game. Look at Skate's Instagram profile and show me an over positive comment with over 1k likes. I'll deadass wait. Leave me the fuck alone, because I'm not picking sides. Like I said, I see the pros and I see the cons. I just have to get that out the way. So, I just want to do like a little, not really a reaction, because I already watched a video about someone saying that Skate is dead. So I'm just gonna put up the video. Shout out to this dude. I'm not hating on him, you know, I'm not mad at him, I'm not mad at anything. I'm just gonna play the video and then I'm gonna talk over it on some Penguin Zero shit.
Season 2 is finally here, and before we talk about what is in the update, we need to address the real question. Not whether the new content is fun for a day, not whether the new tricks are cool. The bigger question is whether Skate can actually survive as a live service game. If we look at every update this game is released, each time the game gets new content, the player count spikes for 2 or 3 days and then everything drops right back down.
Alright, here's my first question. Why are we already questioning Skate's lifespan? The game released in September. It hasn't even been 6 months yet. This game's like, what, 80 days old? Like, I don't want to be that guy, but it's early access. So why are we looking at this game like it's the finished product? I'm kind of confused. Because you're saying every update when there's only been 2, like, seasons. So am I stupid or am I fucking stupid? Season 2 literally just came out and you're calling the game dead? I don't think it's only the game's fault that the player count is dropping quick. We need to look at ourselves too and see how we treat the game, because we do play a part in this. I think people give themselves way too much expectation. They never expected this game to be some AAA masterpiece with mad shit to do day one, especially after finding out it was gonna be free and released early. Do people not know what a beta is, or am I fucking tripping? The difference between me and Spoolie, shout out to him, he isn't giving time for Skate to clean itself up. Like I said, it's 80 days old. He speaks as if what we have now is what Skate will be from now on. Yes, I agree, there's a lot that needs to be worked on, but these problems aren't getting fixed within 2 seasons, 80 days. Just look at games like Cyberpunk. Look where they're at now compared to when the shit dropped. So who's to say Skate won't do the same? Who? We don't know that. At the end of the day, to put it simply, it's all about having just a little bit of faith. And that's what I have. If you want to doom an early access game that hasn't even been out for more than 5 months, then that's on you. These small ass updates, they don't make the game dead. You're just being impatient to a degree. Like, I understand I've been waiting 20 plus years for this shit to come out and it's a big ass disappointment. It's a disappointment to me too, but I'm gonna touch more on that later.
To survive as a live service game, you need depth, you need progression, you need evolving gameplay, you need systems that create long-term engagement. Skateboarding games thrive on creativity, expression, and skill-based repetition. That is exactly why Skate 1, 2, and 3 lasted for years. Those games were complete from day one. You did not need a season pass to enjoy them. You did not need rotating shops or event currencies. The experience was whole and deep at the moment you launched it.
He literally says it right there. The old Skate games were complete on release. That's the difference between those games and this game. Skate 3, 2, 1, they didn't release as an early access. They had everything said and done the day it dropped. Already comparing this game to that it's kind of crazy to me. Look, the old Skate games survived years because they were made in a completely different era where games were created and treated more properly, in my opinion. Unfortunately, those days are over. So yeah, I agree with his frustrations, but I'm not gonna call the game dead because I'm still having fun.
Classic series had real game modes that kept players hooked. Skate created endless one-on-one battles. Spot battles kept people grinding tricks for hours. Death Race created speed, chaos, and rivalries. Trick battles and Hall of Meat modes were pure replay value. These modes did not need live service seasons. They were fun forever because they were built correctly.
I agree with what he's saying. But why are we acting like Skate won't implement these modes in the near future? I'm sure they know exactly what we want, but these things aren't going to be added as soon as we beg for it. Ow.
Season 2 introduces new tricks, new map additions, improved visuals, co-op modes, and better replay editor, but none of these additions fix the real problem. Every update proves this. You tried the new tricks for a day, you record a clip, and then the game returns to feeling empty. Vert parks on rooftops offer nothing because vert is one of the most lackluster mechanics in the game. The tunnel skate park is mostly flat ground, which is something you can already find everywhere in the city. It does not change how you play. It does not open new systems. It adds new scenery, not content.
An update is still an improvement, even if it's small. The first thing people complained about was how the game visually looked. Now they're working on that. Just look how the game looks compared to when it dropped. So where is the appreciation for that? These updates aren't going to include years of content and fixes in one fucking update. People talk as if Skate isn't listening to us. You don't 100% know that. I don't either. I'm not saying they are, but how the fuck do you know that they aren't? Y'all are giving no time for Skate to redeem themselves. You're already calling the Skate game dead? What the f? These updates are small, sure. No matter if you like it or not, it's a step in the right direction. Improvement shows that they are somewhat listening. I low-key just feel like people are trying to rush them, not realizing that the small things matter first. Skate. Y'all need to add a mega park, like Skate 3's, as soon as possible, because I really think that would make the people just finally shut the fuck up. I honestly think there's a little bit of a creativity issue. If all you do is jump off ramps that lead to nowhere, then no shit you're gonna be bored in the next 10 minutes. Do something else! Talking shit about the map having already a lot of flat ground areas, what else are you expecting to see in a skateboarding game? We have an object dropper if you want to spice shit up. Talk about how important creativity is. This Skate game, you can express creativity way more than Skate 3 or 2 or 1. So you talk about how important creativity is, yet you can't see how creative you can be in this game. So does that really make you creative? You're just being a boring player pretending like every area is the same. That's your fault. If you don't know how to spice out these areas that's too bland for you, then yeah, I see the problem in that case, I guess. But why is that the game's fault? I'm just gonna assume you're an arcade style player, because you say it doesn't change how you play. It definitely changes mine a lot. I like this spot, I like the church, I play differently in each spot. Just say you're not creative. If the game is about creativity, then why are you hating on a game with the most creative gameplay in the franchise? They're adding new tricks, and they're adding more soon. We know this. You're saying you try these tricks for a day and then the game already gets stale? That's you. Like, maybe he is creative. Maybe I'm tripping. But if you're creative, then how are you getting bored after one day? That just doesn't work. The edits I see, the clips people make, they're fucking insane. I can't do that shit, but it motivates me to be more creative.
Season 2 actively made parts of the game worse. Somehow the new models look even more unnatural, and the faces look uncanny. The characters have this strange, almost creepy look compared to what they had before. The flow of the game has been broken. Controls feel unresponsive in ways they never did before. Tricks do not come out smoothly. The one thing Skate had going for it, the flow and the ability to hop on for 10 minutes and bang out clean lines, is now buried under bugs.
I agree with him mentioning how the flow is a little bugged, the grinding is iffy, but saying the game is completely fucked is an exaggeration. I honestly haven't been experiencing any of what he's saying. This is just my experience. He can explain his experience, but he needs to stop talking like this, like he's speaking for everybody. People who don't play the game are gonna see his video and be like, damn, the game is broken as shit then. I'm not gonna play that shit. Little do they know, I'm out here having the time of my life because the game isn't broken for me. And then dude wants to complain about the improvements of the characters. Oh my god. Like I said, an update is still an update. It shows that they're actually trying to change shit. You're not even mentioning that. Look at my character. She looks completely fine.
We also have to talk about the community itself, because every time someone speaks up about the lack of depth or the sloppy development, they get attacked for being negative or ungrateful. The players who criticize want the game to reach its potential. The ones who silence criticism are the reason the bar keeps dropping. It is almost like they forgot what Skate used to be.
I'm not trying to silence the criticism. You guys can keep criticizing. I'm not saying to stop. I didn't forget how Skate used to be. I just simply know that games aren't what they used to be, so I just accepted that. This isn't Skate 4, this is Skate. It's a completely new Skate game. Early access, the game just dropped. You don't know their vision. This could completely transform into the copy of Skate that y'all want. We don't know. We don't fully know.
Honestly, you can boot up Skate 1, 2, or 3 today and have a better time than you do in the new Skate. Those games are still fun because they were complete. Skate is not.
Dude, no shit. It's early access. If this was the full product, I would not be making this video. I would not be playing this game. But the stamp they put on this game shows that this isn't what the game is going to be in a couple years.
Skate is not the sequel players waited for. It is not the evolution the franchise needed. It is a step-down free-to-play experiment. The content is shallow, the updates are very temporary, and the multiplayer modes are missing. The world barely evolves, and without meaningful systems to support engagement, the population keeps dropping after every update.
I'm gonna be honest, I agree with that. This game is low-key a step down from Skate 3 and Skate 2. Let me say something though. Skate 2 is better than Skate 3. I don't know what the fuck you Skate 3 motherfuckers. Stop acting like Skate 3 was the perfect Skate. Skate 2 is better. Why did people expect this game to be fucking amazing? When they announced that it was free, that was a huge hint that this game is not gonna be comparable to Skate 3. Gameplay-wise, feeling-wise, this is definitely a step up to Skate 3. This game feels amazing. The map is, you know, a 6 out of 10, but it's still a map with some good spots that I can chill in for a couple hours. I'm not saying I know for sure this game's gonna be great in the near future, and they're gonna implement the things that we actually want, but again, who's to say they won't? The criticism will help. The criticism is proof that the game will somewhat, you know, improve. People are mad as shit about how Skate is right now. So I really believe that this game will improve because of the criticism. So why are you calling the game dead? The entire community is flaming this fucking game. The audacity to say the world barely evolved. He's saying evolves. Like this game's been out for fucking 2 years already. 80 days. That is not enough time for any game on this planet to evolve. Ooh, that was kind of clean. I get it. Skate 3 had more things to do than just skate. Hall of Meat, the death races, all that shit. Skate, the mode, like Skate, 1-up, all that shit. I know. I'm gonna keep repeating myself because I feel like people don't listen to this. Who's to say they won't add these things? Please criticize the game because the game isn't in a bad state right now. I agree. Stop pretending like this game is already dead when it hasn't even been out. I hope I made sense. I don't want to sound like I'm silencing the criticism. People say the same exact shit. For some reason, when someone posts a video on the good things about the game, there's always that one comment that needs to mention the bad shit. We understand, bro. Y'all don't have to repeat yourselves. We're not fucking stupid. We play the same game as you. The only difference is we're having fun and you're not. But anyway, I don't know if I needed to say anything else. If I do, that'll be for the next video. So here's my outro. Ah, fuck me.